Christina Girl Hoops TV presents Christina Walker Varsity Game Time, Season 2. Christina Walker's 2017-2018 fourth quarter season summary. Well, it's the home stretch of the 2017-18 basketball season, and my high school team is sporting a 16-7 record. Tonight, we face the defending state champions, Wesleyan. We were down early and never could recover. My teammate Kai Carter sank a three-pointer that cut their lead to 16 points. That was about as close as we could get. Earlier this season, I scored what would be my season low, 9 points against Wesleyan at their place. At least this night, I performed a little better, notching a game-high 17 points, which included 10 of 13 made free throws and a lopsided 64-30 defeat. The last game of the campaign was a makeup game versus First Presbyterian out of nearby Macon, Georgia. It was a game we needed to have because we wanted to end the regular season on a positive note. Out of the box, I was able to knock down a three-point basket on the triple screen. I also was very active on the defensive side and came away with the season-high 9 steals. Speaking of nines, I converted 9 of 12 free throws. It ended with 16 points, helping us beat First Presbyterian 57-34 as we headed into the postseason on a high. In our opening game of the region tournament held at the Galloway School, we faced the pesky Atlanta International team. I was able to find some separation in the early going to give us an early lead on my lone three-point attempt of the evening. Other than 2 steals, the stat line was pretty quiet as I only finished with 10 points. However, it was just enough as we slipped past AIS 38-32. As luck would have it, I get a second chance to play against my former school in the same season. This go-round has even more meaning because it's the regional round of our postseason, and teams are trying to pick up crucial power rating points for a higher seed in the upcoming state championship tournament. In the beginning of the game, I got some good early looks inside, but couldn't get the basketball to cooperate. But on the defensive side, I was able to get my hands on the ball to trigger some fast break opportunities. This drive and basket near the buzzer gave us a 7-point cushion after one quarter. The second period began just as the first quarter ended, with me assertively attacking the basket. We were able to catch our opponent sleeping and score an easy basket off the inbound. Our defensive presence was tremendous as my teammate Hunter Furman played terrific lockdown defense on ELCA's best player and was rewarded here by running the floor. As time dripped off the clock, I thought about how sweet victory felt against my old school. Most importantly, we won by 16 to advance to the 5A regional semifinals against one of the best private schools in the country and #1 team in the state, the Holy Innocents Bears. There was no doubt that the semifinal matchup was on the big stage. Several of our opponents are players destined for the next level. The crowd was anticipating the game and its participants.
Number 23, Christina Walker. Number 24, Ty Carter. And now for your
Although we were overmatched, I was definitely satisfied with my performance. We never backed down. I was still able to play my game, which always includes getting to the charity stripe.
now the basket for Christina Walker.
I managed to score a game-high 19 points. But as they say, a loss is a loss. With the region tournament behind us, it was time to focus on our next big challenge. Opening round of the Georgia High School playoffs against Greenforest Academy. Coach Paul set a team goal of 20 victories, and we are within 1 victory away from accomplishing that feat. We were facing an opponent that featured 2 all-region first-team selections, including number 3 Taylor Riggins, my defensive assignment for this game. With the game scoreless, 2 minutes in, Kai Carter got us going with the coast-to-coast layup. About a minute later, I passed over the trap, where Kai then drilled an open 3. I was able to find Kai again for a step back 3. And we were off and running, out to an 8-0 lead. Defensively, we were pitching a shutout, making it difficult for Greenforest to get their offense going. My 3-point basket gave us a commanding 17-0 lead that we held after 1 quarter of play. In the second frame, my rebound and coast-to-coast left-handed layup was my 12th straight point. We were up 24-7 at the half. In the second half, we kept the pressure on and whipped our home crowd into a frenzy and went on to victory, 37-21. So it's on to the Sweet 16, where we will be on the road against the 24-2 Our Lady of Mercy Bobcats. We led 8-2 early on. We were glad to be up 15-10 after one quarter. In the second quarter, we came out firing, and I was hacked on this 3-ball attempt. I made all 3 free throws, and we went up 18-10. Here, I was able to get the loose ball, and after misfiring on the first attempt, I got a second look. We expanded our lead to 11 points with 5 minutes, 50 seconds to play till halftime. This offensive rebound and putback was my 18th point of the half. To begin the second half, I was looking to get it going again from beyond the arc and got fouled. Although I missed the first 2, I made the last one. Working against their trap, we were able to get a couple of easy buckets. We would then slowly salt the game away while increasing the lead as we were already in the bonus. I converted all 4 of my free throw attempts in the final frame to finish 8 for 10 from the free throw line. We would eventually go to a 24-point victory, 63-39 over Our Lady of Mercy.
Paideia, they're led by Christina Walker, averaging 17 points per game. She had a big game against Our Lady of Mercy, a major upset. I was very surprised to see that, but Paideia has some good guard play. Kai Carter as well as another good player for the Pythons. And they're riding with some momentum again. Same story as Holy Innocent St. Francis. Too much talent, too many move-ins there. That's a program that wants to win, and they're going to do whatever it takes to win.
This night, we would face off against one of the better teams in the state of Georgia, so we most certainly were facing an uphill battle. The game also had a special meaning to us because with the loss, it would be Paul's last game coaching us. We came out with a lot of fight despite getting down early. Just as we did in our previous Sweet 16 game against OLM, we had an answer. I got on an early roll and actually scored our team's first 7 points. St. Francis, however, kept the full pressure on. This pull-up 2-pointer just inside the arc kept us within a point, 8-7. But after a few untimely turnovers, things started heading south. My oh by the way 3 stopped the bleeding temporarily as we cut their lead down to 5, 17-12. At the end of the day, St. Francis was too talented and too rough for us to deal with. I actually had to leave the game after colliding with Jordan Isaacs. We were getting creamed at half. But one thing I can say is that we never gave up. We came out in the third quarter and started pressing them. I managed to work my way back to the free throw line. But at times, I just couldn't get that ball to go around into the basket.
Christina Walker at the free throw line for the Python makes the first attempt.
And as I took the last shot of the season, it really hit me that the season was over. And all I could think about was Coach Paul and what his thoughts were.
They finished strong in the second half, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
Once we got into the locker room, Paul was the ultimate teacher and was still teaching us, even in defeat.
Yes.
I told them that no matter what happens, they will never play for a coach who prepares them for an opponent better than I do. And they will never play for a coach that loves them as much as I do. Together. 1, 2, 3.
Together!
Good job, ladies. Sing it.
But this night, we celebrate coaches Paul Amir and Ansley Abraham because together we accomplished so much this season. First, the 21 season. We made it to the region semifinals. We reached the state playoffs for 23 out of 24 years. We upset a number 5 power-rated team to reach the Elite 8 for the first time since 2010. As for me personally, what a year. My scoring improved 4.3 points over my freshman season, and I have scored 865 career points. My 3-point numbers were better, as well as my free throw shooting. I ended up with 240 free throw attempts, up from my 200 my freshman year, and more importantly, my percentage dramatically improved to 70%. Rebounds were up, steals and assists stayed about the same. And let's just pretend we didn't see that other stat at the bottom. But all things considered, it was a very good year. Even though the high school season is over, make sure you're following my progress on the 2018 travel basketball circuit, which is already tipped off, right here on Christina Girl Hoops TV. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel today.